Hi,
everybody.
everyone. We're the Sunshine
We're the
Sisters.
Sunshine Sisters. I'm EJ.
I'm Gary.
And I'm Shelia. And we're trying a new approach this week, trying to get all three of us talking to each other and seeing each other at the same time. So we're using Zoom. So we've been using it, several of us stitchers this week, to still get together and stitch, and it's been very successful and very warmly received.
Yes.
So
and this is the platform that's used on virtual stitchers. So.
Yeah, virtual stitchers and our one of our South Florida groups. We've been on every day, I think.
Yeah.
We have a 5 o'clock sip and stitch.
Mm-hmm. Which is
that's good.
Yeah. The more you sip, the less you stitch, but you know.
It's okay.
Oh, that's the excuse.
We want to thank you for your comments this week, as always, your appreciation for our effort last week to come to you in a video. We are, as we say, we are going to keep on finding ways to make this work.
Mm-hmm.
We will not be disturbed. Right? It's not disturbed.
Nobody's already disturbed.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Hey, wait a minute. What are you talking about?
Huh?
Well, we had a comment this week. One of our commenters said that we look like dysfunctional on-scene reporters.
Well, that's pretty good because they all look like that.
I think we were particularly dysfunctional.
and we did that without support staff, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, we did that all on our own.
Yep.
And I had an email this week from Maria S., who had a situation with a chart she had purchased and was starting. She wants to remind everybody to please double check the counts on a chart. Like if they say it's 50 by 50, when you look at the chart and just double count that to make sure it's really 50 by 50.
Yeah, that happened to me once, and I had fabric cut and I couldn't use it.
That's exactly what happened to her.
Okay. Duly noted. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Accidents happen.
All righty, so let's get going.
All right.
I'm going to start today. I have my sister visited recently and brought me a piece that I had stitched several years ago in 2012. This is from a photo of my mother's childhood home in Chester, South Carolina. This is also known as the Span Funeral Home. My grandparents raised 11 children in this home and ran a funeral home business.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I stitched it, took a photo on a visit, put the photo in one of the stitch programs and stitched it for my aunt. My aunt passed away several years ago and the family returned it to me. So I was very happy to get that back.
Cool.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Then I have a regular finish. I have a finish. Yay.
Oh, let me see.
This week.
Oh, yay.
Is that a micro finish?
That looks really good.
We're here. You're there. So
yeah.
I can't physically abuse you.
No poking under the table. Oh, that reminds me.
But
let me see. Can I point? Is it right here? Or do I point down here?
So this is the A is for Acorn from the Eirca Michaels sampler book. And the featured stitch in this piece is the Algerian eyelet.
That looks really, really good.
Yes, I've used, I think these are all, what are these? These are all the Victorian model sampler, except for a little bit of ecru, DMC Etoile.
Okay. So where's the eyelet at on this piece?
This row here, eyelets here.
Oh, okay. And the top and the bottom.
Algerian
Cool.
eyelets here. And there's a little Algerian eyelet in each corner.
Okay.
So it's not going to be
using, although it's all of the alphabets, but I'm going to use this Silks for You, and I think it's either PH039 or 051. I can't tell for sure. I don't have the number anymore, but
Okay.
all of my stitch names are going to be stitched in this same color throughout the whole piece.
Oh, that's cool. And then is there like a cover page where you put like your name on the outside of the book?
There is a cover page that you put your name. There's a cover page, a cover and a back.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. So I was very pleased with how that came out. So those are my finishes. Gary, what about you?
Sure, I've got a couple of finishes. I finished Witchy Washy.
Look at that.
From Raise the Roof, and it's stitched on 32 count Gia from Under the Seas fabric.
That's beautiful.
I like that.
I love those boots.
Yeah.
I love the socks.
Very stylish. Oh.
Even her socks are curled up. They made those boots so long.
The toes and that bra.
They look like hand knitted socks. Oh, that bra is mesmerizing.
Yeah. Well, I actually changed the color of the socks.
Mm-hmm.
They were supposed to be, I think, a purple or something, or salmon that was pretty close to the color of this fabric. And I had a Gloriana color that I'll put in. We can put it right here. Oh, look at that! I got a professional pointer. And so it's a silk, but it's like that. It looks like a weave. Hey, where'd my pointer go? my staff. Okay. All right. And then, what?
What is going on?
Well, I have staff.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
All right. And then so I started this yesterday while we were Zooming. Live Simply. It's my Eirca Michaels Berry from Dying to Stitch Berry Club.
Mm-hmm. That was really pretty.
So that's finished.
Is this your first one from them?
Yeah, first one from them.
Oh, nice.
And then I noticed that they're going to send out the next week. I think they're sending out the other club piece. So here's my winter Quaker.
Whoa.
Oh wait, that's not a finish. Sneak peek. Spoiler alert.
All right. Okay, and EJ, just double checking. Did you have a finish?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
All my pieces are big.
Okay. Okay. Well, Gary, let's just stick with you since you gave us a sneak peek. Let's see your whip.
Okay. All right. My whip, Winter Quaker. All the X's are done. I just have to go back and do the back stitch stuff like that. There you go. See, look at that. I got a staff. See,
Good job.
So it's going to be fun doing all the snowflakes. And I'm going to do them in like a Rainbow Gallery Sparkle. And then today...
So how many of those... Oh, shoot. Huh? How many motifs did you do this week? Because last week, can you point out what you did?
Sure. I did this one. Oh, there you go. The one above. The one, the H. And then I did these two up here that I forgot. I don't know how I skipped them.
Oh, that's not okay.
Yeah.
Which one is your favorite? I like that one over there.
My favorite
that one over there.
It's actually this one.
No, that's the one up. That is?
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. And then I like this one.
The one up there. That's beautiful. Yeah, they're all beautiful. Beautiful stuff.
Beautiful.
And then while I was waiting for you guys to log in, I started Skeleton Santa Ornament.
Waited forever.
I roll.
Yeah, I just need to put the hat on.
Are you almost done with
I got this at Market. So it's from Lucy Bean.
Oh, Lucy, that's right.
Lucy Bean, Love and Stitches.
So cute.
So I just got to do the little hat. And there's snowflakes charted, but that's why I got this fabric. You know, I think they look more to scale.
Yeah,
and they're really cute.
Yeah.
Is he holding something yellow?
He's holding an ornament ball and a candy cane.
Oh.
And he's got a beard.
Can you move it a little closer?
Sure.
Wait, can we not?
Now we can see. Yeah.
Did we talk about Gary's beard though? Did we?
Yeah, we look like twins, don't we?
Yeah, look at that, Gary. Oh, Gary. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm not shaving until it's time to go back to work.
That's right.
Hopefully we go back in a couple years. So that's all my whips.
Okay. EJ, let's see your whips.
Well, I'm okay. This is my Egyptian elephant.
Are you down here or are you up here? Where's that?
I'm over here. I'm on to your. Yeah, there you go.
I think it really matters where's she at, Shelia? On your screen.
Right here.
Right there. That's why I thought she was at. She's trying to hide from me. Okay, go ahead. Show me.
All right. So this is my Egyptian elephant. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I did. I finished this line. This is the end of the first page.
Oh wow!
And I worked on this over here.
Very nice. Wow.
And Gary will insert a picture of what it's supposed to look like.
Like right here.
Hopefully. But yeah, so this is one of the homework assignments. By the end of this week, it will have 1,000 stitches.
Ooh.
Okay. That's the goal.
Nice.
Okay. I also worked on giving thanks, and Gary can insert a picture what it's going to look like. And this is what I've worked
here.
on.
Did you find more thread?
I can't. Okay, so this is called something. This is called Great Green or something, right? Okay. I have about this much left, and I'm supposed to do the same thing up here, down here, and it's supposed to have a little something over here as well. I can't do it, so I don't know what I'm gonna stitch what I can, and then when we go back, I'll just get a green.
Okay.
Thing, and it's Pearl Cotton 5, and yeah, so I finished this. I worked on this. I finished this, and I'm working on the Given, and I finished the Star.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So Giving Thanks by Bent Creek.
So
and that was a snapper kit, like
done.
It is a zipper. It is a zipper. I'm sorry. What now?
You'll be able to get a lot done while you wait to be able to get more of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I chose this because a prompt says my closest finish, and believe it or not, this is my smallest piece.
Oh,
okay.
I still have this whole square to do, which is completely filled in. No, this is completely filled in, and this has a turkey on it. So next, I worked on Wizardly. There's No Place Like Home by Fiddlesticks AU, and I worked.
Oh wow, you got a lot done there.
Thank you so much. Place and this is the beginning of a K for place like. So this is Fiddlesticks AU, Wizardly.
Okay.
I love the colors. Cool. All right, and last but not least, I worked on a little bit more on. Yes.
Wow, you really did cut it short because you were like, it was like way back here somewhere where you were trying to do the back stitch, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was up here. And then
yeah, up there.
I missed all of this and plus more. There's more like up to here. So yeah, so I don't know what I was thinking. So yes. So I'm almost done, and then after I'm done, I'm gonna back stitch this half, and then I'm gonna give it a rest for a little bit, and then do the other half.
A well-deserved rest. Good job, EJ.
Wait a minute. I also want to talk about this. So this was giving me fits. Like I was groaning for here, right? This one line, I was groaning, and I was using a big needle. So something told me, I don't know what told me, change the needle to petite. Oh my God. And I flew with the rest. So Go ahead and use a petite 25 count 1/1. Use a petite.
Well, right, but what number did you change to? Petite just means the length, correct, Shelia?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
petite just means the length of the needle,
not the size of the eye.
Yeah, the size of the eye would be like 25 or 28 or 10 or 12, like that.
Oh, that's a good. Okay, I was using one of those fat mama jamma needles, like the one that feels like a sword after you're using a petite.
Yeah.
But I still don't know the number.
Okay.
I don't know. 26, 28. That sound right to you?
It was a 28, maybe a 26 or a 24.
Okay. What's a 28? There's no 28.
Yeah, and the needle's the smaller the number. Yeah, and the needle's smaller the number, the smaller the needle.
Well, it was a little needle with a thinner needle.
Cool.
So you're probably using a 28 now.
And man, I made sure, then that's gonna be my needle for this project. This one. I made sure to stick it on there so I won't lose it. So I'll remember not to use the big needle.
Okay.
Very good.
That's me.
All right. Okay, so I've been very busy this week. I pulled out Aurora Cabin.
Ooh.
And I worked all over here. All of this light blue I did drove me crazy. It's all confetti placement of this light blue. And I also worked filling some in this area here. There's some yellow and brown that I filled in down at the bottom of the cabin. Underneath here is probably snow and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The cabin looks great.
That's a dimensions kit, cabin. So as a dimensions kit, it came with all the fabric and the thread.
It's looking really good.
Yeah,
I'm looking really good.
I'm pleased with it. I also pulled out my Emerald Dragonfly, Nora Corbett.
Oh, wow.
This is on 32 count antique white. And I'm using called for floss and beads. And this week, I really worked on this wing here. I mean, I can't tell you what I did because I did so much.
You did a lot.
Yeah, it looks like it's more filled in from the last time we saw it. Yeah.
Yeah. I've decided to work on this one day, at least one day every week because I feel a finish.
Yeah.
Feel a finish. I also worked on.
You've been a busy bee.
Huh?
You've been a busy bee.
I have. I worked on now. Oh no, that was. Hold on. Oh, that was it.
Huh?
Remember, I had a finish which I worked on, and I had some new starts. I was going to say, oh my God, I thought I had done all this sewing this week, and then that was it. Okay.
Did we talk about starts yet?
No, we're now going to talk about starts.
Oh, okay.
Let me start.
I have no
since I started. You don't have any starts? Okay. Since I was going to talk about this, let me. This is my start, and Gary can put up a picture. Seeds of Freedom by Silver Creek Samplers. This is on an old piece of fabric I had in my stash, and unfortunately not getting a good color. It's called Sage. So it's a kind of an olivey green with a little hint of pink in it.
Okay.
I'm using all of the called for Weeks Dye Works and Gas Gentle Arts threads.
So you had it kitted up already?
Yes. When I bought it with the threads, and I just picked fabric from Stash.
Gotcha.
Okay. Cool.
And I had my other new start is Time Enough. We lost a dear friend this week.
Picture is down here.
Yes. We lost a very dear friend this week in our stitching community, Tilly King. And I saw this in my list of things to be in my stash. Let me just read you what it says. It's a Kathy Barrick. Sorry, I guess I have to pull this out. So this says, there is time enough, but none to spare. So use it wisely and with good care.
Nice.
So I started this in memory of Tilly because I thought that was just a nice little saying. This is, I kitted this when I visited the Stitch Niche in Arlington, Texas in January.
Oh.
I'm using the called for DMC, and the fabric is a 35 count Weeks Dye Works Tiger's Eye.
Yeah, it's a really pretty color in person.
Yes, and the reason time is a different color is because I picked up the wrong color to stitch with.
But Shelia just goes with it.
Yeah, but then after I did it, I thought, you know what? I'm glad it was that word, time.
Yeah.
And then as I move through the chart, I'm going to use, I saved the strand. And when I get to the part where it says, so use it wisely, I'm going to also stitch wisely in the same color.
Nice.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
I love it.
Yeah. So that was a mistake. So this is Kathy Barrick, Time Enough. That was my other new start this week. Yeah. And the rest I have is haul. So Gary, did you have any starts?
Yes, I had 2 starts. This was a start and a finish.
Oh, okay.
And this is a start and a whip.
Okay. All righty. EJ, you said no starts, right?
No starts, no.
Okay. EJ, do you have any haul?
No.
No haul.
I don't.
It's
no
the
haul.
end of the month. So the clubs haven't come in.
No, not yet.
And I think my haul is, I'm definitely slowing down. Stock market is taking care of that for me. Stock market is saying you need to stay home and you need to switch from stash. So I'm paying attention. How about you, Gary, in a haul?
Yes, I've got some haul.
All right.
I got, let's see, I've got these 2 patterns that I got from, I can't remember where I got them from now. I think 1, 2, 3 Stitch. I got Bats in the Belfry and Ronnie. Hey, we all have green on today.
Yay!
Not bad for no coordination. And then I got the Kringles.
Oh, wait, go back to the other piece. I didn't really.
Oh, yeah. Bats in the Belfry. Isn't that really cool? Even though it's got alphabet on there, but I like the pumpkin with all the bats coming out of it.
Oh, that looks something like I would love to stitch. I like that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
And it's from Drawn Thread.
Drawn Thread.
Yeah.
How big is it? Can you tell me? Or do you know?
No, I don't have that. So don't accidentally show the chart. I don't have any of that stuff around me.
Okay. All right, cool.
And then I got the Kringles.
Oh my goodness. People are going crazy over it.
Well, the more I look at it, I really like it. It's got the little wagon and the tricycle and the little Raggedy Ann dolls there. And it's one of their 9 block things, and I don't have to worry about making sure I get all 9 of them. That was the biggest thing, and I like that. And then
so the chart came with all 9?
Yeah, it's all complete.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so they didn't break it out. You don't have to figure out. You don't have to do math to put it together. This is Gary proof.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I got the thread pack from Inspired Needle because I saw that they had the thread pack, which is a good thing to get because some of these colors you need 5 and 6 skeins of.
Oh wow!
So I mean, and to be able to get the same lot number, the die lot, it's really wise to do that. So I got that from there. And then from Sassy Jacks, I got Kathy Barrett's, Hands on Design. Wrong Kathy, but Hands on Design. Humble Honey. That was really cute. I'm not going to do it on black. I'll do it on something else. But
I love bees knees.
Yeah.
How cute.
But maybe the I think I have still a piece of that honeycomb fabric that I did and I think this will fit on there.
Very
It's
nice.
really, really cute. And that is all my haul. Other haul is just threads, more threads to fill up my stuff.
Okay. All righty. Well, first, talking about Sassy Jacks, I wanted to show Elisabeth Cooper. Elisabeth Cooper is a sampler that Kimberly Young, who's the owner of Sassy Jacks Stitchery in North Carolina, had been working on. It's a reproduction sampler she had been working on for a while. She just put up a video that tells the story behind the sampler, so I'm not going to try because I will butcher it. But the bottom line is Kimberly is making this available into the stitching community for free as a thank you for all of the support, best wishes, and to just offer something new for us to work on, particularly during this time.
All right. I have a question for you.
I
have a question. So this is a picture of the original sampler, right?
Yes.
And did she chart it exact, or did she just change it to her? What's her charted one look like? Is it different, or because it's really pretty cool?
Good question.
In the video, I think she showed the model.
Oh, okay.
Video.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, check out the video because she tells the whole story. She tells why this sampler has deep meaning for her, and offers some options that if you do not want to stitch the words on it, other options that you can do, which I found very helpful because I didn't was not that particularly interested in the wording, but when she started talking about options, I thought, I can do that.
Gotcha.
Cool.
I can do that.
And it's a free one, so.
And it's free. Yeah. Just go to Sassy Jacks Stitchery website, and it's called Elisabeth Cooper. That's one haul. And I'm so excited. So, yes, also Sassy Jacks. I've been on a Sassy Jacks roll lately. So I decided to join her Learning Stitches class using the book by Jeanette Douglas, which is a sampler of specialty stitches. Kimberly is offering classes supported by videos and a blog where she offers more of a tutorial in how to do these stitches. The class itself is free, but you have to have the book because that's where all the stitches are coming from. And she also offers opportunities to buy banding and any, of course, fabric you might want. But she's doing it on banding. So I decided to buy a piece of banding. This is a 32 count raw with blue banding. And she says, look, you don't have to do it on banding. You can do it on fabric from your stash. You can use fabric from your stash and just do it narrow and kind of make your own band.
Well, I mean, this is a pretty cool time during this time to have those videos and have that connection to the stitching.
Yes, and she also said use threads from your stash. So I went through some of my silk. I had a bunch of silks for you because I've been in the thread club, and I've also purchased small sets of silks for you. And I had other silks that had come in stitchy boxes over time. So these are all of the threads that I'm using in my sampler. This is a no-name silk. The name fell off, but the color seemed to work. And I tried to.
What's those green ones there with this on the bobbin?
Yeah.
Hey, those are really pretty.
Yeah. Tried to match as possible the colors that were in the chart. So the banding and the booklet came in. So I'm very excited about that. And one more thing. Whoop whoop, as if. So we know that Kimberly was so gracious as to give us copies of the Mary Frayne 1796 chart.
Right.
And I just kept looking at it, and we had the kit that we did as a giveaway to one of our viewers. And I kept looking at that kit. So I did a thing. I went out at Sassy Jackson and bought the fabric and silk threads.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
So I'm very.
Oh my God, that is beautiful.
Yeah. Those are beautiful threads.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Woo.
Can you dig it?
And that's the 37 count fabric.
It's a 37. Thank you, Gary. It's a 37 count corn tassel.
Okay. So you'll just use one thread on that when you stitch it?
One thread.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah. That's my haul.
Woo.
That was enough, right?
Yeah.
Some of it's been a while coming, so it all happened to come in this week, but it's been in the pipeline for a while. Gary, do you have any announcements?
The announcement is we have the invoices for the Bag of the Month and Grime Guard of the Month coming out this weekend. And go ahead and check your email. Make sure you got those if you're on the club. And Ronnie started cutting fabric for the one Saturday sale. Not sure what Saturday because he's just started cutting fabric. So we'll let you know when that day gets closer. Try not to push him, but it should have been done.
Okay, and that's for Garon Toten Bags, that announcement. Yes. And that was the Garon Toten Bags Facebook group. Sell through the Garon Toten Bags Facebook group.
Right.
And
we still have we have grime guards posted all the time for the lap stand that the Shelia and EJ use, and the 11x11 and 8x8 Q snaps. So
okay, I might have to buy an 8x8 because I seem to have two 8x8. I have a ton of 11x11, and yeah, these poor little 8x8s, they're getting
dirty.
Well, no, I wash.
No, I mean your hands are getting your projects dirty. No.
Well, no, I mean I've been using more, I think, of the 8x8 Q snaps lately. So I've been using those particular Q snap covers more than normal, and I keep going to my drawer and looking and realizing I only have two. So yeah. Okay. So again, we just want to remind everybody that we do have a cruise scheduled July 26th to August 2nd. Norwegian Cruise Line, the BreakAway. If Norwegian is cruising, we will be cruising. My recommendation is that you make a decision based on your needs, your concerns. Norwegian has announced its program or process for cruise cancellation. So if you have any questions, please call Lisa. Her number is on our poster. And that's the best that we can do. We're not in the middle of that at all. But
and Norwegian would probably contact them directly, right? If you've bought it, because I've been getting Norwegian email because they have my email. They have my information.
Yes, you should have received a message from Norwegian about their cancellation and rebooking policy. Yeah, which is actually pretty good.
Really good. Yeah.
All righty.
No muss. No fuss, no muss.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, plans. EJ, what are your plans for this week?
To finish the 1,000 stitches on the Egyptian elephants. And the Giving Thanks by Bent Creek is part of my alphabet soup, letter G. So
for Gary?
Or giving thanks. And just, stitching as much as possible and going into the Zoom rooms and, fellowshipping with The other stitches.
Okay.
Gary, your plans?
My plans is I want to finish up my little skeleton guy today while I'm editing. And then I want to start on Bite Night from Prairie Moon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I pulled this really cool fabric. It's Twix and Tween from Hand Dyed by Stephanie. It's a 36 count. I think it's gonna look like a bloody little bar.
That looks good.
Yeah, and then on April the 1st I'll start playing with Jax. I call it.
Is that on your list?
Yes, he's on my list. Playing with Jax.
Darn, I forgot my list.
Hey, it's not the first yet. I still have days. And then my other one just for April is what's it called? It's called Peter's Cotton Knits.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I want to also start Halloween Quaker.
Whoa! Ooh. You want to start everything?
Yeah. So I've got all this time. So, and I'm not sure what fabric I want to use yet. I've got this gray, which I'm really loving, and then I got the murky, which they're called for. But
I like the gray.
I think I like the
yeah.
Yeah, I like.
And the only thing is the moon is white, so I have to look at my B5200. But I think I'm really leaning to this. So plans.
Yep. Okay, so my plans this week, I'm going to at least put a day into the emerald butterfly.
Dragonfly.
I'm sorry, dragonfly.
You were thinking of EJ's project.
I was. It's so pretty. It's so pretty.
It is so pretty.
Yeah, it is.
So one day on the emerald dragonfly, I'm going to do at least one new start. I don't know if I'm going to do two, but one new start. And just see, make my hands work like divining rods.
Mm-hmm.
And
did you say the letter B? You're going to start the letter B?
I don't know.
Oh.
What is B?
B is for butterfly.
No, the
butterfly stitch.
Oh, there's a butterfly stitch?
Take this, Shelia, take this stitching as a lesson to teach us because we don't know what they are.
Clearly.
I was thinking back stitch. That's as specialty as I get.
God, yes. B is for butterfly stitch.
Got it.
Ooh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I might start it because that was fun. A was fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You don't want to burn yourself out on it, though.
The book is going to be bigger than your hand, clearly, right? It's a.
You mean size-wise? Size-wise, no. I think it's you can hold it in your hand size-wise.
Really?
Yeah.
It looks square, looks big, but
No, it's actually the fabric. The piece of fabric that I'm stitching on is actually much larger. In fact, I just spent 45 minutes before we sat down. I had done the back stitching around for the edge that's supposed to be around the bottom and up the side. And after I finished the name Algerian Eyelet, it said to continue the back stitching at the bottom 12 threads below that name.
Okay.
I had like 2 or 3 inches. So I was picking out that back stitching so I could back it up to where it's supposed to be. Yeah. So it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be too. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'm so excited. So I'll commit to the B.
Yay.
All righty. Let's see. And then, okay, so divining rod, one other new start. I don't know what it'll be because I got a whole bunch kitted. So again, I'll just see where my eyes stop.
I do plan on starting. Sorry for the truck. Do you guys hear a truck?
No.
Okay, good. I do plan on starting something.
Okay, good. Yeah, something fresh and new, and because I find it by just constantly rotating through my whips, and I don't necessarily have the same excitement. I mean, I'm happy to work on them,
Yeah.
Forward to working on them, but to be able to throw something new in the mix is kind of fun.
Okay.
Yeah. All righty. So,
Sorry.
I think we've said it all.
And don't forget, no matter
where you are,
the sun is always shining when you're
You're
stitching.
stitching. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.